Yes, I'm William Kettienya, who joined Kabianga in 1954, January, through the mobilization of the chiefs. Our chief was called Chumarab Kiri, who had 4 horses. We were being mobilized and grouped together and escorted to African government school. Some were disappearing in the bush as we were being mobilized. Some didn't even stay for a week in the school, and they disappeared. We were taken, we were registered in the school, and there were askaris to look over us, not to disappear once you are in the school. And this was a very militant place. All the principals, the majority of the principals were British, ex-army. For instance, Woodhouse, Trevor Woodhouse in Kabianga. He didn't leave his cane, he was beating everyone. Any slight mistake, you are caned. I remember those we came from Bomet, they were disappearing. And the Muzungus had set up Litain Mission Station to be watching uniform, Kabianga uniform, so that they are caught and be brought back to school. When Moses Mudavadi came, he brought his brother-in-law, who were in school together. One was called Sadekia, one was called Justus Mudavadi, his brother. So wonderful. We were a mixture. Luos were in Kabianga because carpenters were Luos, so they employed their people. You get we are a mixture of Kisses. Some were dispensers, dishing out medicine. So it is a wonderful experience being in Kabianga. I joined Kabianga in 1954. After in the lower primary, I spent 2.5 years because I was always leading in class. So the teachers then were pushing you to the next class. That you are wasting time in the lower classes. Except in the upper primary, you are allowed the 4 years. My admission number was 39, and I was placed in House 2, Nyarino, named after a former chief. There was House 5 was Roronya, Kichuen, all those. Kisiara was House 1. And you are placed in those houses. I remember Salat was in House 1. Philip Kirui was in House 5, former Commissioner of Prisons. William Gekwai was in House 3. Kimngeno Ngeny, House 5, Roronya. Kimos Pei from Litein, a very good mathematician, was in House 4. Walimu, there was a senior teacher called Joshua Arab Kenduya from Bombay. Alikuwa kali Joshua, itawe kipkune, come here. Alafu anamfinya your ear if you are wrong. Philip Chuma from Bomet. Those were teachers like Soapstone Mudavadi, James Mbotela. Incidentally, the two young men who, if they ran away from their parents, they came to the field, were playing with napkins, was Leonard Mambo Mbotela and Musalia Mudavadi. The two of them liked football. They used to come to the field and then they can be kicked. So if the teachers were there, they picked them up and took them to their houses. Or mama nakimbia na kuja kushika na kupeleka. The two of them. I hope they enjoy football. Our subject in school was history, arithmetic, English. If you fail in English, you are downgraded in the school. I remember Philip Kimeto from Litein, a very brilliant mathematician. I think he's lecturing at a teacher too, or he has retired. He was made to repeat. English was number one subject. If you fail, you go down to grade 3, division 3 or DCE. Principal was Trevor Woodhouse and his assistant was Mr. House, a very slender Muzungu. He was called Kibaka. Alikuwa anakuja classroom na paka, kuweka kwa meza hapo, alafu na lecture. Kibaka. There was one main dish, ugali, kideri, and then beans. You could get cockroaches floating on them. So unatoa na kutupa, and you proceed with your meal. We are very grateful to the colonial principal, Woodhouse. There was a daily supply of milk from Sotik ICC, and we were being given milk, very cold milk, very nice milk. Kabianga was butchy, but they had cleared. Those who were placed on punishment, they were used to clear the compound. We were playing football very much. So those who are naughty were always punished. by being given punishment to do the bush clearing. And the dispensaries. Each school had a dresser with medicine. Malaria was prevalent in that area, Kabianga. We were barefoot. Hakuna ukienda, there was a student, unasikia miguu yake na kuaruza na kuingia blanket. Utajua his presence in the dormitory. Dry foot. When we went to a swimming pool and being taught freestyle, frog stroke, whatever, all this, it was, I will never forget. And swimming pool, a lot of people learn how to swim. It was pleasant. It is overgrown with trees below the principal's house. It is a shame. Somebody should start it. I was a prefect throughout 4 years. Then when I left Kabianga, I was employed in Finley. So I could lead masses of placards. Everybody talks about Kettienya in the TS6. My friends, Kabianga, learn, and aim high so that you have an opportunity in future. Long live Kabianga. Long live Kabianga. God bless Kabianga.